haven't figured out exactly why this is yet, but for some reason, consciousness expanding experiences, like going out of body, astral projecting, it takes up a lot of water. I'm really dehydrated right now, even though yesterday I drank a ton of water on purpose. Someone asked me, so I'm just going to mention here really quick that the day before I want to intentionally project, and that usually falls on a day when I know it's going to happen anyway, or is very likely to happen anyway. The day before, I will take special care and attention and focus on drinking a lot of water. And that night, I will take a salts bath. And then for some reason also, which I really have no idea why, this helps. Let me put it up. I don't have my glasses on, so there we go. I hope you, that's sort of crooked, but I hope you can see this. Choline, which is classified as a B vitamin. You can get it in any health food store. The one I just showed you is a vegetarian version that has no genetically modified products in it. And I will take that the night before. Those three things, given everything else is all in alignment, I will have a morning full of astral projections, pretty much guaranteed. So today's my day off. I make the videos on my day offs. And so yesterday I went through my normal routine. I drank a lot of water. I took the salts bath, took the choline before I went to bed, and this morning I was projecting. And this is like day 3 after my full-on day of projecting of my last video. So this was not as full as that day. We're going to have to wait for Sunday for another day full of them like that. But this morning I came lucid in the feeling of the transition. And what happened still has me a little ungrounded. You might be able to tell. I don't know. But one element of what happened, I thought I would talk about just a little bit today. I'm not in any shape to make any sort of real crisp, clear, coherent video today, and I'm sorry for that. But the more this happens, the more attention I have to give on receiving the energy and running the energy and you know, just assimilating everything, which takes up all of my attention when things are happening regularly, like they are right now. But the thing that happened was I ran into someone I knew in the non-physical environment. So I projected, and where I went, I found myself in the company of somebody that I knew from there, not somebody that I know from here in this life, someone I know from there. And that's always cool when that happens. It doesn't happen a lot. Most of the time I project, I end up in a place that I don't recognize, around people that I don't recognize. It takes me a long time to, you know, figure out where I am and what's going on and all of that. But every now and again, I wind up in a place that I guess I visit quite a lot. And there's maybe a half a dozen of these places that I've frequented and am left with awareness of, you know, when I get back to my physical reality. And there's a few people, and again, these are people that I don't know from this life here. They're people that I know from lives over there somehow. So the person that I came across today is a man. I'm not exactly sure what our relationship is, but when I see him, I know him, and you know, we greet each other with a hug. And you know, today he wanted to get busy with me in the middle of the setting that we were in, which wasn't appropriate, and so I told him not to be inappropriate with me. We were in a park-like setting in an outdoor rally, political rally of some sort, where it was being discussed how Americans are forgetting that they're American, and something along this line. And I was saying, of course they are. Everything that's not working is falling away so that the new can rise up in its place. And there was a conversation along this line. I also run into a person, I'm pausing because now I don't know if I want to go down this line, but because I brought it up, I'll just mention. I also run into this man who, I call him Brad. I always recognize him when I see him. He looks like Brad Pitt. As far as I know, he may be Brad Pitt, or someone who makes himself look like this for some reason. I have no idea why. There are a couple celebrity types that I have run into, or run into the energy or idea of while I'm out there. And it's a very different experience when I'm experiencing the energy or my own idea of someone, and when I'm coming across them themselves. It's a different situation. I'm not sure how I would describe that to you. Nothing's coming to mind right now because of the fogginess of my brain at the moment, but maybe I can go into that later at another time. As far as places, there's one place in particular that's coming to mind right now, and that I'll mention just because I really like it. I call it the Vineyard, or the winery. It's a room. It reminds me of a winery because of all of the wood and the feel of it. There's grapes here, you know, and so the idea, the wood and the grapes make me think vineyard, winery of some sort. And this place seems to be a meeting area, could be a transition area, but I tend to, there's generally anywhere from a few people here to the room being absolutely full. People are usually standing around talking, or I get there and I'm looking around the room and all of a sudden I will see someone that I know. I wish this would happen more, you know, coming into environments that I'm familiar with, so that more things can start coming to me. Right now I'm just confused about how it is I end up in places that I have no clue about, and why some places I frequent and remember that I frequent, you know, more than others.